if you go onto my YouTube homepage and check out my community section, you'll find that around in the past 2 weeks, I've released a poll asking, what do you think the best monkey team is? And 75% of you voted for Boat Ace Farm. That is a lot. I have never had a poll that dominant, except for the fact that my series, As Far As Possible, I was wondering for the name for that, and over 90% of you voted for As Far As Possible over any of the other options. Even in the comments, you were fighting to say that the Boat Ace Farm is the strongest combination, but I wanted to see how far could this combo go, and was it actually the strongest one on the list? Now, almost all of you would say, duh, Brazio, of course it's the strongest one on the list. I mean, it's got Boat, it's got Ace, it's got Farm, it has 2 strong farming options, and 2 extremely strong Paragons. I mean, the other 3 options are all trash. The third one is like Wizard, Farm, Ninja, and the Wizard and Ninja can't compete with the late game potential of the Boat and the Ace. The 4th option is Dartling Super Village, which is just straight up trash. No early game farming, and the Dartling is just not good. And the top one has Engineer. Engineer is not good. Or is it? What if I told you that, believe it or not, which you probably won't, Boat Super Engie might be stronger than Ace Boat Farm. Now hear me out, of course Ace Boat Farm makes sense, because it's 2 strong Paragons, both with cracked abilities. One can one-shot bads, the other one has an ability that can destroy elite tier 5 bosses all by itself. And what does the other option have? Just a monkey with a blue cape, a monkey in a hard hat, and a monkey that is on a boat. It's a toy boat. But this toy boat is incredibly powerful. Now, of course, 99% of you are going to, if I ask you which one is stronger, you're going to say Boat Ace Farm, because most of you are trash. I'm kidding, that was a joke, please do not unsubscribe. You're going to say Boat Ace Farm because it just seems more obvious. It has the Boat, which is the strongest late game Paragon. It has the Ace, which is the highest DPS of any Paragon. It has the Farm, the tower that is literally only useful for making money. What does the other combo have against that? Quite a lot, actually, because believe it or not, in the other combo, all 3 towers can farm. All 3 towers have late game potential. 2 of them are Paragons, and the other one is a Super Monkey. And you can get all the and you can get 3 extremely strong different class sacrifices for the temples. So this is why I'm making this video, to find out, once and for all, what is the strongest monkey team. Now, this is gonna be weird, but for some reason, CapCut would just not allow, like, the first 90% of my other recording, you know, the one with Super NG Boat, it would just not let me put it on there. So instead, this video is going to be in 2 parts. The full run of Boat Ace Farm, and around the last 20 to 50 rounds from the top of my head of the second strategy. Now, if you don't believe me about the second strategy, you can test it yourself. You can try it and see that it might be better. Now I'm just going to gloss over the strategy for this first. So what I'm doing here is I'm getting a bunch of 024 farms to buff my 024 boats. Funny, 024, 024. Now, obviously once I'm done farming, I'm going to get the Paragons and I'm going to sacrifice a bunch of stuff. I put down Azili. Azili is the hero in both runs. And I have nothing else to say. I guess, see you when the run's dead. A valiant effort by Boat, Ace, and Farm. 260. That was the round that they got to, which is crazy. So obviously the Paragons and Azili were all in first because they actually are good. They are useful late game, and this game was so laggy. The combined recording of this game alone was over 3 hours. That's how laggy it was. That wasn't even close to temple lag, okay? Temple lag is so bad, but it's still not as bad as Blunjitsu or this. So the average amount of pops for the Spectres was around 1.6 million, and the average pops that carry a flagship was around, I didn't actually see there. But now let's jump over to the other option. Super, Boat, and NG. Now we're only going to be starting from around 239 because, as I said before, the other recording threw itself off a cliff and just will not let me put it in the editing software. It does exist, I just can't use it for some reason. So you're going to have to trust me here, and I'm just going to say this run is valid. I've used only what is in the challenge editor. I have a challenge in it under my challenge browser. If you want to try it yourself, or you could just try it yourself with another challenge, it's exactly the same. Both of them were played on the same difficulty, same map, same hero, so you can try it yourself. Now, here's the important bit. If this setup can get past round 260, it is officially better than Boat, Ace, and Farm. Let's see if it is. Well, it has been confirmed. This strategy is better than Boat Ace Farm. But what if I fabricated it? What if the other one was just really unlucky? Don't worry, I'm gonna go to round 275 just to prove that this run is better. Well, all the suckers who didn't vote for my option are sure not laughing now, because the one you see on screen was actually the one I submitted. Yes, that's correct. I saw this coming from 3 kilometers away. For all you Americans out there, that's around about 2 miles, a little less, maybe more. By the way, my setup was incomplete. Not only did it beat the other one by 15 rounds, that none of the temples had active overclocks. Did you see any overclocks there? I didn't. Not only that, the sun avatars were not finished being spammed. I could have fit more in there, and I could have optimized it better. So, I think this concludes the debate about the best monkey team. Don't you think?